It's your daily tea. It's your daily tea. It's your daily tea with B. Hey guys, welcome to Daily Tea with B, your daily tarot prediction, even though it's not always every single day, but it's still daily because you see it on the day you need to see it, right? So I took a little break yesterday because I was just tired and drained, and I wasn't even feeling it on Wednesday. I was like, I need a little break. So now we're back to do the weekend forecast. This will be from Friday to Sunday. What to expect, what's going on, what energy we need to focus on, what is the energy period. And quick shout out to my Patreon and my shop. So I did a full shop restock around 10 this morning. I opened it up an hour early to my patrons, so they pretty much cleaned out everything before I opened up to the public. And then at 10 a.m., everybody else was able to get in. And so Abundance Oil sold out. Always sells out really, really fast. Bestseller. Sold out in an hour. And there's still a few other things up there that you can grab. It's probably going to be gone by the end of the day. So, yeah, shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for supporting my shop. I really always appreciate the love that y'all give me, the support. It really helps me. You help me. I help you. We help each other. So thank you for supporting the shop. And I will be getting those orders out as soon as I possibly can. Most of them will be out by next week. Okay. And then Human Design Consultations will also be open early access on Patreon. So patrons just get fed. The patrons always fed. Love my patrons. So if you want to be a patron, join the community. Link in the bio. Also, before I move on, quick disclaimer. When you sign up, you do get charged, and then you get charged again on the first of the month. So if you want to wait till June 1st, wait till June 1st. All right, now let's flip over the cards and see what we have for the energy for today. What is the focal point for today? This 10th house card been coming out. So 10th house card has been coming out a lot, like the last few readings. 10th house is reputation. So we're still focusing on our career, our long-term career, what we want to do, career, responsibilities, achievement, fame, notoriety, the patriarchy, empire. We have Uranus or Uranus. Some people say Uranus. Breakthroughs, brainstorming, originality, insight, awakening, innovation, humanitarian, I can't say the word. Reform, surprise, freedom, experimentation, the unexpected, rupture. And then we have Gemini, the butterfly. So you could have Capricorn. You could have Aquarius or Gemini placements here. Curious, communicative, versatile, flexible, variety, studious, restless, fidgety. I think there could be either a breakthrough with your career this weekend, or this is telling you to jump into something you've never done before with your career. Break out of the mold. Leo tried to come out. Leo loves coming out in these readings as well. Why is the yeah. Let's go. Aquarius. I was like, why is the Uranus card here? That's Aquarius energy. Experimental, rational, unique, liberal, electric, group-oriented, humanitarian, diverse, futuristic, disruptive, edgy, and detached. So I think this is a good weekend to think about where you've been playing it too safe with your career, with your reputation, with what you want to do. You want to make a very lasting impact. Aquarius is the sign that stands outside. Like they shine when they are in a group, when they're in the collective. So that is how they leave their mark. Without the collective, Aquarius cannot fully leave its impact. It cannot fully stand out. Leo is the sign that really stands out on its own. Aquarius stands out amongst groups. So if you are in a group of some kind, especially with a Gemini energy, or this could be standing out amongst your siblings. I feel like whoever is watching this, you have a career, either path or a career idea that you feel like is very outlandish. You feel like is very eccentric. It's different. It's not the norm, or it's not your family's normal. It's not your friends' normal. It's not the people around you normal. And in order to really leave a revolutionary impact, you got to be okay with that. You got to be okay with standing out. You have to be okay with doing something different, with being seen as unique, because that is how you will attract your tribe. That is how you will attract the right energy, the right people for you, is when you shock people. You leave your mark. You say something that nobody's ever said before. You do things that have never been done. You really channel your Aquarian energy. Look to where you have Aquarius in your chart, in your houses. For example, I'm a Scorpio rising. Aquarius is in my 4th house of my family. So wherever you have Aquarius, you are meant to stand out, or wherever you have Uranus, you're meant to stand out. You're meant to be radical. You're meant to be a groundbreaking, just different type of person. So in my family, 4th house, I don't feel like I'm like a black sheep. I'm the only child, but I do stand out. Like, I'm the only one in my family that does the spiritual thing, that does this stuff. Even though I'm very loved, I stand out. And then I have Uranus in my 3rd house. And so that is house of communication. So I can really change the way people think by sharing my thoughts, by telling people things, by giving people a new perspective. And that's what you really want to do. For your career to excel, you have to do things that have never been done. For many of you, you're thinking like, oh my gosh, I want to be successful. I want this and that and the third. And you're looking at success in a way that has already been done by whatever field you're in, whether that's music, whether that's teaching, whether that's whatever, artistry, something. And you're trying to mimic that, but you're not meant to copy anybody's success. You're not meant to copy what anybody does verbatim. You're meant to take that and create your own thing, create your own way of being and doing, and cater to that audience, cater to those people that really like what you're doing. They like that you're different. They like that you stand out. You cater to those people. Don't worry about being liked by everyone. It's impossible anyway. So what else do we need to know with this Aquarius energy, the innovator? Aquarius energy, the innovator. And Uranus, what do we need to be? We have change. What do we need to stand out about this weekend? Oops. How can we stand out more? And how can we be a catalyst for other people to follow us? Okay. How can we stand out more, or how can we be a catalyst for other people? We got some other stuff coming up here, some random stuff. You have inner child trauma, you have family or family issues, you have still hurt or angry. So we got a lot of other family things coming out here. I think for some of you, if you do have the heavy Aquarius placements or heavy even 11th house placements, you may be suffering through the family trauma, feeling like an outcast, feeling outcasted by people you care about or people who you are close with, and you're still hurt and angry about that. So you've tended to suppress your unique individualism, and you kind of look from the outside looking in. Could be with envy, or you feel guilty for expressing yourself. You feel guilty for speaking your truth, for communication, for sharing your thoughts, your ideas, because people have rejected you in the past. People could have rejected you here. You have they will reach out. This could be somebody reaching out who has rejected you, or a family, and just be careful about that. If this is somebody who has hurt you multiple times and you keep on talking to them, you keep on trying to work with them and it's not working. And then you have change. So things can only change if you change them. You are the change. You have to be the change that you want to see. If you want things to be different, you have to be different. You cannot worry about what anybody else is doing, how they're doing it. You have to be the one. So, like, I have a Leo in my 10th house of career. I have Sun in the 10th house, Mercury in the 10th house. And I know that I stand out on my own, but I also have Venus in my 11th house, which is Aquarian energy, 11th house. So I really stand out when I'm amongst the collective or on social media. So it's just something interesting to see how Aquarius energy or Leo energy can play out in your life. But I had to do things differently. Like I had to kind of risk potential rejection when I stand out or when I just do things my own way because it's different. And not everybody will like it or accept it, but this weekend, think about how you can really spark a change in your own life and where you've been trying to like really go into the fade in the background and not play it safe and not call too much attention to yourself. But that's really what's going to be what takes your career to the next level is if you step out of your comfort zone and put yourself out there more. Okay. What's the advice for the weekend? Death card in reverse. Scorpio. This recent eclipse in Scorpio may have still kind of tugging on you, and you're still being a little bit resistant to change and transformation of who you are. Capricorn, Devil card in reverse. Two of Swords, the Judgment card. Yeah, you're about to go through a very strong rebirth process if you will allow it to happen. If you will let your old self die. If you will let your old self die, you'll let your old self change. You let go of the limiting ideas and beliefs about who you are. Death in reverse, Devil card in reverse. So you have this Death card, and then after death comes Judgment, the rebirth process. This is where you want to be. But you got to let this old stuff die. You have the Ten of Swords in reverse. There's a lot of resistance to fully overcoming this shame, overcoming this grief about who you are, who you want to be, because you've just allowed people to tell you who you are, or you've allowed people to shame you out of being yourself. This could be a sexuality thing as well, or a gender thing for some. But for many of you, this is going to be because of your career, how you want to be seen in the world. Really similar. I always think Aquarius energy is similar to projector energy because Aquarius has a lot of insights and forward thinking about how things should be in a better way and how to reinvent certain things. And you have to display that so people can come to you. People can see what you're doing and they'll ask you questions and they'll want to know more about you. But you've been stuck in this Two of Swords where you're feeling like you're at a crossroads, but you're really not. You have the ability to move forward and let the rebirth process happen. You just are unwilling to fully let go of who you used to be and let the change commence and really step into yourself. Easier said than done, of course, but you have to take power back in your life. You've given a lot of power away to people of authority, possibly. It could be an Aries. People of authority, your parents, people who've raised you, always telling you who you should be. And you got to walk away from that. You got to walk away from that to get to this Ten of Cups. This is your ultimate happiness. This is your ultimate freedom. You are about to walk into freedom. Aquarius, Capricorn, Gemini placements especially. But many of you have to allow yourself to be free. Some of you are just holding on to the guilt, the shame, the pain. And you don't have to, because it's just because you associate with what people have told you you should be. Oh my God, Spirit is speaking. Embrace change. You've outgrown your comfort zone. Time to explore new possibilities. Y'all, I can't make this stuff up. You watch me shuffle these darn cards. You watch me shuffle these cards. Get out of your comfort zone and who people have told you you've been, who you should be your whole life. You have to do something different. You have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to be okay with being outside of the box and being looked at as different or strange or weird. Who cares? Okay? That you're going to attract the right people to you, and that's how you're going to really spark the revolution. Because people are too closed-minded, and you're the one who's going to break open the mold, and so people can follow that. Okay, it's cool to be looked at as the first person to do something, and everybody can associate it with you. So yeah, Thank you guys for watching. If this reading resonated for you, let me know down in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to start the monthly readings probably by Monday. So look out for those. All right. And I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.